See this right here? It's going to be, you know how you got in trouble in school? And you knew when you got home you was going to get your butt whipped by mama? This is going to be one of those good old-fashioned ass whoopings, China Brim. I'm going to beat you with the truth. How they say the truth shall set you free. To all of you people out there watching me right now, I want you to understand that this, when I made a video some years back, why I stopped being blood, this is the prime example of why I stopped being blood. Jim Jones is a dude that no matter what anybody say, Bloods on the East Coast would not be as popular as they are without Jim Jones and the Dipset movement. No matter what people think about Jim Jones, in the rap game, Jim Jones has over 20 years in the game and he is now a legend. A lie almost destroyed Jim Jones' whole career. This lie that almost destroyed Jim Jones' career came from his own gang. Gang. Right. We all know that everybody felt funny about Jim Jones from the wiretaps in the FBI case with Tekashi 6ix9ine and Mel, including myself. My information that I gave y'all was based off of the case and him not being arrested through the wiretap and him being part name mentioned into wiretaps. Nobody can dispute that. But China Brim, the old dirty dusty dog with them old penitentiary dirty dusty tricks, he came up with some fake paperwork. I want y'all to think about this. He came up with some fake paperwork that they conjured up that was fake and put it all over the internet and smeared Jim Jones basically at the height of his career, where you know this is it, like Jim Jones is going on 50, whatever he's gonna do he has to do now. So Jim Jones is trying to solidify and make his exit out of the rap game because he's going on 50 years old, and we already know this is a young man's sport, even though we love the old timers that's rapping. This dude put paperwork out there after hearing, or rather knowing, saying that Mel Matrix was his brother. Mel Matrix already made it clear to everybody that Jim Jones is good, right? Even though I never believed that. Shotty made it clear that Jim Jones was good. This is Treyway. China Brim claimed to fame was trying to push paperwork through me, which I never put out. But everybody else, he pushed that paperwork and tried to destroy a father. Not only is he a father, but Jim Jones is a godfather of the UBN, whether you like it or not. Jim Jones helped build this whole house on the East Coast, and one of his own tried to take him down on social media. Now let me break something down to you, right? First and foremost, gang banging in today's time is destroying the black community. But as we've seen and we've been seeing ever since the first set of them came out, when you see Killer Kev ripping Stackstone to shreds all over the internet, them just not even having no respect for him. Stackstone is the least respected blood on this earth. And instead of him sitting his old senior citizen ass down, he keeps sticking his nose in everybody's business when nobody, I mean absolutely no blood on this earth respects him. But let me continue on. Sorry for gearing off. Jim Jones is putting blood business all on the internet. When we came up in this, when I was a part of that, over 20 something years ago, it was blood in and blood out. Not internet banging. A lie could cause Jim Jones to lose his life with that fake paperwork, China Brim, thanks to you. You a filthy dude, and no need for apologize. No need to apologize to Jim Jones or fall back off a lie that almost destroyed him. You just fade away and find somebody else to pick on the internet to take away the fact that you a dirty, rotten scoundrel. And everybody that's moving with you are dirty, rotten scoundrels because they seen how you tried to take Jim Jones out for nothing. Just to get a rep. We come from the era of blood in, blood out. You ain't putting in no work. You putting in fake paperwork trying to indict dudes in the street that built this house called the UBN. And now you see why. I don't want nothing to do with being blood anymore. Shout out to the younger homies out there that ain't playing the game that way. But this is how these old dudes play. You got dudes like Mel Cross, who's outside right now, walking around in those streets trying to figure out, even though I don't agree with the picket signs and the bullhorns, because this been going on for over 60, 70 years and it hasn't changed anything, but yet Mel Cross is making an effort to do something different. In his own set, have him on the end, not his own set, but the gang that he's the forefather of, the godfather of, is stabbing him all in the back on the internet. Putting his wife up there against him on the internet. Not only that, but taking blood business that's never supposed to be on the internet and putting it all on the internet. You got bloods jumping bloods on the internet. You dudes is disloyal to the fifth power. Back in the days in the military, they used to call it treason, what y'all doing to each other on the internet. It's disgusting. So any of you parents out there that actually want to refer their child to a video to make them say, hey, let me stay away from these sets, these gangs, this is it. These dudes are out for blood on each other for popularity. Because when there's nobody else to fight, well, we fight each other. And the UBN, the bloods on the internet, is a perfect example of this, and they are embarrassing SI. May he rest in peace. Sitting back and watching them dog Mel Cross. I thought families was off limit. How you took that man's wife and made her go against him on the internet? How you holding court on the internet when it's supposed to be? I'm putting blood business all over the internet knowing the FBI watching. And then y'all want to call other dudes snitches and rats? Where they do that at, China? Right. Putting out fake paperwork on Jim Jones is worse than snitching. I've seen this happen before, though. The fake paperwork that they put out on Tankhead. Right, OG Tankhead. Right, Tankhead, see, which I didn't know before Tankhead came home, they aired him out. In jail. You know why? Because some paperwork popped up that was fake. This is how the homies is doing the homies? Something just ain't right. Let me talk to you, China Brim. Let me help you to understand something. What y'all don't realize when you talking about 050, the movement, I want you to understand something. There's a great deal of society right now that hate gang members because of the destruction that you causing. And you old, washed up, filthy, decrepit ass Negroes is getting up on social media, making a fool out of yourselves. Y'all don't grow old gracefully and become the next Malcolm X's and Martin Luther King. Nope, y'all still look like the dirty section of the projects, the dirty section of YouTube, the most ignorant, the most hated. When you play with me, understand something. There's a big, large community that's moving with me. Y'all dudes ain't got no numbers. You ain't moving. You only got what I gave you based off of a lie. Attacking the dude that never even did nothing to you. Now you want to fall back as if you ain't put forced paperwork out on a man that ain't never did nothing to you. What was your motive? What would you do for them likes, shares, and subscribes? This is messy, man. You got Scheme Team being dragged. That's supposed to be your brother. But every couple of seconds, you keep telling everybody, you know, Scheme is still the brother. No, he's not. Because brothers don't do brothers like that. I could keep on going on in a list and a list and a list of all the homies that you attacking on the internet. Pimp. I was in the, yo, I seen Pimp. From the box, where I got blooded in at, to C73, Pimp was in population putting it in. But these dudes that I ain't never see put in no work is destroying his image all over social media. I thought blood business was blood business. If it's blood in or blood out, what happened to that? Instead, y'all banging on the internet. Ew. You mean to tell me y'all cat fighting like some bitches? The cat fighting? Finish him. I don't need to say no more. All you parents out there, man, if you need to understand and make your kids understand why they should not become a blood at today's time, because the forefathers, the senior citizens of this shit is the most disloyal dudes on this earth. There is no loyalty. It ain't nothing but a snake pit filled with backstabbers. Backstabbers, they smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place. Them backs, your brother. Am I my brother's keeper, China Bro? Is that how you going out on the homies? You ain't got no blood of none of the enemies on your fork, or your knife, but you got blood of all of your brothers all over the internet. Ooh. Who sent you? FBI, CIA, DEA? What would you do to be famous? Bloods don't bang on the internet. Red light, green light, bang, bang, bang. Peace almighty, peace blood. Peace almighty, peace blood. 50-50 love, 50-50 love. Death to all those that go against blood. Remember that? 051, dog. You ain't really mean it, oath. Y'all niggas is a disgrace to the oath. That's why I stopped being blood. And I'm out. Everybody in the comment section that watched this video, I want you to tell all of these dudes what y'all feel about gangbanging and how they disgracing their own set. And how they disgracing the community. Y'all not loyal to the community and you not loyal to your set. Shout out to Jim Jones. That joint with the Migos, it's fire. I don't care what nobody say. I still got personal feelings against some of the things that Jim Jones does, but that single that he got with the Migos is fire. Shout out to Mano. Shout out to the Lobby Boys, man. It is what it is, man. You shouldn't have to destroy somebody else's career to build yours up, China Bren. Now back to the dirty section of YouTube. Man.